This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
BK Dub is back in the building, ready to rock and roll. Nick Johnston, no gimmicks Nick Johnston, ready to rock and roll. To my right is
Zero.
There
no
we
hero.
go.
Alex Salazar. You know what I mean?
Your hero. There we go.
There you go.
Alex Salazar here, stepping in for the Double D. He's out there doing some big boy things, ready to go over here. Talking some wrestling. We got AEW action to get to. We got WWE to get to as well. We're shooting from the hip in our final segment of the day. Yeah, no pay-per-views to recap or preview. A lot of just news and notes to recap. Just kind of like I said, get some things off our chest if that's the goal for the day. But let's start on the AEW side of things if we're ready to roll. If we're gonna go ahead and get going. Well, actually, how you doing today, Alex?
I'm doing great, Nick.
Yeah?
I'm doing great. Just woke up.
Yeah.
Got a confusing text from my good co-host right here.
Yep.
I just, I was going to show up later, but I guess we had to show up now.
Nope. We got to show up now. I got stuff to do later. I'm jam-packed. If it seems like I'm a little tired and out of it, it's because I am.
I feel like we're in a neutral state in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't feel like it's too high. It's getting there, but it's like a...
Yeah, we're in a little lull right now, only because there's no
lull.
major wrestling pay-per-views out right now. Everyone's kind of getting ready for, what would be coming up? Big major. Is Survivor Series on the?
Survivor Series coming up.
Okay,
Big
so
rumors on
Survivor
Royal
Series
Rumble.
obviously means War Games, and
War
everything,
Games,
and then
so
just coming off Wrestle Dream for AEW. So kind of like I said, coming off the party, off of the high that was that Wrestle Dream. But now I kind of slowly getting back into it, trying to build up. And back into the
I think you guys are going to be potentially the greatest storyline in wrestling.
And what's that?
The John Moxley.
So the John Moxley, honestly, not the worst storyline going on and all
not
about.
Not the worst one, but I feel like it has the potential to be probably a contender.
Yeah, and is that enough to rejuvenate this attendance, which apparently, it is the issue. No, honestly, it is the issue. If it's true, the internet, there's obviously the good days that AEW has when it is filled up to the rim, and they'll have their Chicago show every time, and they'll pack it up. But there's also the sightings on the internet when there's like, oh man, Collision only had 2,000 people. So I mean, seriously, there could be some issue,
right?
And if there isn't. My suggestion here was, should AEW go on maybe some sort of small venue run, almost similar to the NXT route that they're going with right now.
Right.
But it wouldn't, in my mind, it wouldn't necessarily be punting or taking a back seat.
Right.
Because you can program it. You could advertise it as, these are smaller venues, limited tickets. Make this the hottest, the most exclusive wrestling ticket on the planet. Try and build it up that way. Is that some sort of route? Is that even a viable option?
On my way here, I thought about it, and the one thing I could have thought about was AEW reminds me of the ECW fans back then, just on Twitter. But those AEW fans remind me so much of ECW fans. When you put all those passionate fans closer and closer to the action, it makes a unique, environment-wise. It makes it so, chaotic. You already see, fans talking to the wrestlers and the wrestlers talking back to them. You already see, there's hecklers here and there. So why not build on that? I know there's safety precautions, obviously. Sure. There's, not a lot of wrestlers want to deal with that, and I get that. Some of them are divas. But I think that would make it stand out more than what it is right now. It will make AEW stand out more. And I feel like AEW is not going anywhere. I honestly, truly believe that. A lot of people back then was like, it's going to die soon. And still people are saying it's going to die soon.
That's crazy.
I was the one that even said it was going to die soon. I gave it a shot. I was like, you know what? I mess with it. It's, I love wrestling. This is my type of wrestling now. So I feel like with their venues, what they should do, exactly what you said, was make the tickets maybe a little bit more pricey, but at the cost of you're not gonna get a potential shot. You know what I mean? I would love to see that, and I feel like if you put a lot of passionate fans closer together, it just looking at it on TV makes people want to go.
The trolls already say it's an indie style wrestling.
Might as well embrace it.
Exactly. The fans come from an indie style background. These wrestlers come from indie style shows. So why not experiment?
Dude,
just
back
a little
then,
bit.
It was if you know, TNA.
Yeah.
If you know, ECW. If you know, Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
If you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be like that with AEW. I don't know why it is not trying to be like that. I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
It's like there's hidden gems in AEW right now that people are not talking about as much. But it's because people don't really know. But if you know, you know. You know what I mean?
100%.
So it's like, I say build on that. Embrace it. You don't
Yeah.
got to be a WWE clone or try to be, you know what I mean? And then if fans are already trolling you that they're like, oh, this is the #1 indie show. Yeah, technically, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
No.
There's some great matches, and surprisingly enough, there's better matches here in WWE.
Exactly. So, embrace. I mean, this is always AEW's been described, and when it was popped out, it was the alternate wrestling to WWE. So why not again? Just give them the idea. I'm not saying go to a bar. I'm saying go to a smaller 2,000 person venue, 4,000 maybe at the max or something. Maybe just get it small, a more intimate setting for this style of wrestling. Exactly like you said, because all these wrestling fans are going to be packed almost on top of each other. Yeah. You're going to be yelling. It's going to be fun. They would be memorable, at least in my mind, if they had a show like that. Like how often are you 10 feet away from your favorite wrestler? It's very, very far few in between, especially if you had an on-air TV show in a small little venue. So I mean, it's not a quick save. It would be exactly that. It would kind of be like an experimental, like small tour. Maybe even if they want to try their version of a house show, something like that. Which they've had a couple of house shows before, but not to the extreme, not to the extent of what WWE does. So we can keep just battling on through AEW. I thought that was pretty interesting. Just introduction to maybe something we can do there for the attendance wise, just to crack that problem. But
for sure.
MJF and Adam Cole are back at it. They're battling their feud in the ring, battling their feud online. I think MJF had the best troll, as always. Adam Cole just recently had ankle surgery. He added a cadaver bone to his ankle
Yeah, I saw that.
from an organ donor, from someone that passed away. And MJF took the liberty of saying, Adam Cole is a grave robber. I mean, absolutely just gold
MJF.
every single time MJF speaks or types or anything that he does. How are you feeling so far in this MJF Adam Cole feud as it's resparking now that Adam Cole's back?
I think he's great. I think there's a little bit confusion from a fan standpoint, because it almost seems like we just saw that on Dynamite. United Kingdom kind of brought the same promo. I was kind of rubbing my eyes. I'm like, is this the same promo from last time, almost last year? So it's or the beginning of the year. I don't know. I love it. I love that heel MJF is back, because we get snot nose replies like this.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love when he's a heel. He's probably the best heel in all professional wrestling right now. And kudos to him. Him and Dom are neck and neck. But Dom's a little lower, but MJF is sky's the limit.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, dude, MJF, Adam Cole, when stakes are now in play, I can't wait to see it.
This is awesome. Do you have a famous person's maybe a bone or a body part that you would want surgically added to your body? Give me Hulk Hogan's arms.
Give me his back.
Oh no, he's had some. Yeah, he's had a rough.
I was gonna say OJ's hand.
Oh, there you go.
Give me OJ's hand.
It'd be like Frompy me, dad bod me, but with Hulk Hogan's arms. Come on.
No, I say give me John Cena's hand too. Just every time I do it.
Give me Mr. T's beard and necklace and chains. Give me that too. But they're obviously both still alive.
Exactly.
It's carrying on still with Adam Cole from one start to the next. This is almost very TMZ like. Just want to get your thoughts on this at all. Adam Cole and Britt Baker confirmed they are no longer a couple, but still very supportive of each other. Do you feel like this is going to affect either one of their work?
No.
Okay.
I just feel like if you're dating the company, it doesn't really affect all the time. Well, unless you're the boss daughter or something like that. We saw what happened with Tess. Yep. But I mean, nah, I don't think nothing's gonna really. Well, Come on.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to
Yeah.
deep. I didn't think it would be that deep either. Again,
Yeah.
I hope that exactly that. I think it's both stay professional. Sounds like to some sort of extent they can. Britt a little bit on the drama side already before. He's just had some back talk or had some like locker room talk that spilled over, and MJF was able to like, hey, what's that?
I feel like they'll use this as more in the storyline.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what they're gonna do it for.
I don't know.
I know, but it wouldn't surprise me that MJF might take it on Adam Cole in like one of these promo battles.
I wouldn't be surprised.
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if maybe exactly that MJF does slide that in during a promo, like, oh, how's the dentist or something like that. How's
Exactly.
your teeth feeling?
How do your
like,
teeth
oh,
feel? Exactly,
yeah, yikes.
bro.
But yeah, I don't think they're gonna do like a whole angle, a love angle, or a love triangle with Britt Baker
I think
and anybody else
just a little
sometime
like,
soon.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just a little.
and that's
jab
not
right
really
there.
Britt Baker's cup of tea, anyways, to be in like exactly that diva type storylines. Exactly
It's
that.
just still funny to me because I can just hear MJF right now just talking smack.
Oh yeah, he'll come up with something.
He'll come up with something.
I mean, it's like you said, with one positive with Adam Cole coming back, he always gets the negative too with I guess this breakup, and people are bullying him because they keep making fun of his arms and how skinny they are. But it's okay, man. It's again same thing.
Hey.
I'm trying to get the Hulk Hogan stuff.
trying to do that for my legs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tough one.
Exactly.
But just still bounce around in AEW. Did you see Shelton Benjamin's performance 2 weeks ago? And then he had another solid matchup this past week.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I shed a tear.
Yeah?
I shed a tear
Yeah.
because I'm looking at like 07, 08
Yeah.
Shelton, bro.
It's
If-
got
if
that feeling.
If he, I didn't think, and for a long time I said this. For a long time, Shelton Benjamin was the most underrated wrestler in that era. I mean, come on, you couldn't even compete because you had like legends like John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Triple H was still running the game.
Randy Orton was coming
Randy
up.
Orton,
Yeah,
09 was coming up. You know what I mean? Evolution was there. You know what I mean? Like, it was too many stars to kind of build up something Shelton Benjamin, and I get that. And people probably just remember him from getting that sweet chin music,
Sweet
off the
chin music
turnbuckle.
and any spot
You know
in
what I
Money in
mean?
the Bank. Yeah.
Any spot in Money in the Banks, exactly. Now that he's in AEW, it makes me a little bit emotional because I wanted to see this for a long time. Now he's getting his shot. Do I potentially see him getting a title shot? Maybe. And if he does, kudos to him. He deserves it. Well deserved. If he does get it, I mean, hey, maybe it wasn't in WWE, but hey, this is
I think he
this
deserves.
this is close.
Yeah.
This is close.
He deserves an AEW World Heavyweight title
Yeah,
shot for sure.
This is close.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll result in a run. It would be pretty cool. I would still stand up for that one. They're building him up very well. making
Yeah,
him
they
look
are very
very
well.
respectable. I mean, one for me again, Charlie Haas. Tony Khan hit up Charlie Haas.
There you go.
That'd be pretty fun too. I know
There you
it
go.
would completely mix up everything that they're doing right now, but still, just see one of the best tag teams around. I would love that for sure. But yeah, at the very least, Shelton Benjamin deserves a TNT title. He deserves an international title, one of those Continental Classics, something like that. He's gonna carry some gold sometime.
You think he'll
soon.
be a belt collector?
No,
You see something?
No,
I feel like
no.
I do in a way.
I would love it, of course, but this no.
At least
no.
a tag title,
Yeah.
and then a little bit away.
Well, because I mean, you talk about belt collector, maybe the guy Kenny Omega might be coming back soon. So they keep teasing a little bit here and there. They made the cake for him the last 2 weeks
Oh, yeah, I
ago
saw
for his
that.
birthday, and kind of haven't followed through on that just yet. But
and then Christian Cage, right?
letting it simmer.
Did he-
Yeah, they're letting it simmer. They're letting it simmer. Lastly, here on the AEW docket, besides any other results that we may want to get to, they're talking about a new show, AEW Shockwave, being shopped around, looked around. If that's
That's
legit,
a cool title.
Yeah, if
though.
that's a legit logo,
That's
that
a
ain't
legit
that
logo.
bad.
That's pretty cool.
That
That's
is
not
pretty
bad.
wild. I like that.
Canva, man, Canva.
Absolutely. But in my mind, when you add one, you kind of have to get rid of another.
Yeah.
So do you think they, Rampage is already on the way out. Would Collision be considered also to just let's axe this? We're gonna have to get rid of this sometime soon because again, not attendance.
I mean,
'cause
who
they
would be on Shockwave though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would just probably carry over the same group set of people that have been on Collision, Ring of Honor, stuff like that probably go on to Shockwave.
I feel like with these shows, they should add like a gimmick to them. Like if they're gonna do Shockwave, don't make like WWE's version of Speed, but like put more of like the high flyers, the more not, bring in talent, you know, to the show.
Yeah.
Bring in more stars. You know, you can build them up on this show. You know, instead of adding like other megastars. You know, build up the ones you want to build, the one that people really want to see. Put him on there.
And I think there was a chance of that. Unfortunately, Hologram did go down with an injury, but he was getting pushed. You see the Beast of Mortos getting pushed right now. And, you could be joking. I kind of do find it funny either way, but you see these guys and you see the way that they're showcasing their wrestling through almost, Lucha Libre type style. They had a 2 out of 3 falls match, which is the Lucha Libre tradition. I think Tony Khan and AEW is slowly integrating different styles right in front of you without even really noticing.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why you're like, oh, this is different. This is unique. Like, no, it's not different. It's nothing new. It's just haven't seen it packaged this way.
Exactly. And I think they should hit it strong like that. Like, if you guys are adding different styles of it, let's take some of the styles that can stand out more than others. People already noticing it. And being like, oh, that's different. No, it's still here. Right? And put them on a show. Showcase a little bit more. Add a little bit of story here and there. Give these high-flying guys some story they can build up on themselves, some character development. You know what I mean? So if they're gonna add Shockwave, I'm not biased by it. I'm not against it either. But you do have to take, either Rampage or Collision. I would say more Rampage.
Yeah, I think it was already confirmed Rampage is going to be done.
Maybe Collision, because it's like you're adding 3 shows, and then you're already having a struggle getting these shows together. Might as well just do 2. If you're going to do 3, one's going to be outshadowed than the other. So, I mean, I'm not against it. I think Shockwave is a better name than Collision. You know what I mean? Gotti?
What if Shockwave is the test for the small venue?
That would be great, too.
With the small venues.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
It stays the same, but Shockwave is still the small.
Dynamite is the arena
for
show,
anyone
and
that didn't hear
Shockwave is the smaller venue show. That would actually be pretty cool. I would not be opposed to that.
I would not be biased by that. I think that would be cool. And then if it pops off, it pops off. You know what I mean? So, hey, if they're gonna add it, they're gonna add it.
Yeah. Quickly looking through any results. I know you and I we got again jam-packed schedule. We weren't able to sit down and watch the entire Dynamite session, but. There were just 2 bigger things I would maybe say from Dynamite. Obviously, the New Eve, spoiler, Chris Jericho winning the Ring of Honor World Title in the ladder mayhem or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
like that.
well, exactly. They beat each other up with ladders. I'm gonna have to play it back for sure and watch it. I know there was some tomfoolery in there with Big Bill, so that got it all figured out. And then I think next week on Dynamite Fright Night, if Private Party does not win or capture the gold against Tag Team, they have to split against Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. Any thoughts on either one of those takeaways from Dynamite?
I mean,
from Jericho to Private Party.
It's like one of those like things where like the storyline can split, right? Yeah. Private Party splits up, you got that feud right there, right? If they win, then it's like you got a whole new
Bucks trying to come
rivalry.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Then you got all that coming up. I don't know. Honestly, it goes either way, but I would love to see Private Party get there.
You rather see Private Party get their due?
Yeah, get their due.
All right.
They've been around.
I just want them to go back to their old song. Like, shots. What we need, shots. Who are you?
They should do that. Like, it should come out for one last time.
Bring it back.
Yeah, if they split up, just at least give us that. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Well, we'll split up for now for a quick. Oh, go ahead. No.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Adam Cole and Buddy.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good match.
How do you think about that? What do you think?
That should be fun. That should be fire. Yeah, obviously, Buddy unfortunately being the filler, being the feedy to Adam Cole in his first match back. But they'll make it competitive. Buddy will put a hurting on him because he just flies around and he makes everyone look good. It's amazing. So, that would be my takeaway there for sure.
Love it.
Yeah, but that was AEW talk. When we come back here on Bad Karma Wrestling, Gonna be recapping some debuts, getting some thoughts there, and then maybe, I don't know, dip our toe in the political ring? Is that how yeah, I know. Politics here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, politics here on Bad Karma Wrestling.
Yeah.
Stick around. More
around.
when we return.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
Wear your best attitude. Feel the power. Run towards your goals. Make each footprint count. Believe in yourself. Mark the difference. Just do it.
Celsius, the fastest growing energy drink in America. 0 sugar, low calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Celsius is the ideal drink for anyone who wants to get the most out of their day. 4 distinct flavors: orange, kiwi guava, wild berry, white peach. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities has proven to accelerate your metabolism, burn body fat, and provide essential energy. Celsius, live fit. The official drink of Chad Podcast.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
And we back. BK Dub in the building.
What's up?
Just got done talking AEW with my boy Alex. Like I said, Double D's on the hiatus. He's
Get him out of here. Back to the slammer.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
Here.
I feel like if you don't come, I'll show up.
Oh,
If he
Double
doesn't come,
D's,
I'll
yeah,
show up.
yeah, no.
It's like we got this Mexican
Yeah, you got-
backhand right here.
There we go. Yeah,
Pop
a
'em
little
up.
rotation. Yeah,
Rotation.
exactly. Yeah. You're our ace
Love
in the
it.
hole, like I call the bullpen.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. Well, like I said, just got done talking AEW and trying to figure out maybe their attendance issue there. But let's go to WWE. So far, no attendance issue there.
No.
Not even an issue, really. Kind of just, like I said, bouncing around. Well, there's maybe some problems. Like I said, we'll dive in. But the big one, Motor City Machine Guns, finally making their debut in the ring and also on social media. That was their first appearance, was on social media, and everyone was kind of like, again, freaking out over that. It was just him, just them two and Nick Aldis meeting each other. And they're like, really? That's how you get introduced to these guys? Okay, just calm down. Calm down. Because when you get them in the ring, they're going to do just fine. And again,
And you're going to see why.
yeah. And for every person that actually knows them, like ourselves, because, again, we've been watching forever, there are also people who, get this, they aren't aware of who they are. And that's okay.
And that's
You
okay.
need to slowly integrate these people. Yes.
I
Exactly.
think
Like
the-
you said,
I
like a
think
guy
the
like Scotty,
problem
like who
with
just got
W-
integrated with these guys.
I think the problem with WWE fans is like if they weren't there like in the 2020s, early 2020s, like if they weren't established, like if they didn't like, I don't know, you're not gonna know them.
Yeah.
But like if, like I'm so happy they're here. One, we needed them for sure in WWE. Our tag division was
Respark that
kinda,
tag division, yeah.
Man, it wasn't the best, but it was just in the meh. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously some good tag teams, but if you had Motor City, boy, oh,
Yeah. Tag team, like you mentioned, isn't bad. It's just been lacking as of late. It's
Yeah.
just been something that,
Needs a little bit
Triple H, Paul Levesque hasn't been focusing on just yet. He's been a lot of stuff with the Bloodline, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff with Cody. So rightfully so, and that's fine there. But yeah, ultimately, having the Motor City Machine Guns in there rejuvenates that tag division. I think they're already in line to face DIY for the number one contenders.
DIY for the number one.
So I mean, in that you had DIY, you add them. Eventually down the line, you're going to get a Penta as El Romero and Ray Phoenix eventually. So it's gonna be an uptick in the tag division for sure. Again, it's just the idea that. Like you were mentioning, like, they didn't know who these guys were because they were on TNA.
Yeah.
And it's just the only hypocrisy thing is exactly that. They're going to be like, back then when they were on TNA, like, we don't need these guys. And as soon as they're here, like, yeah, it's our guys. There we go. Love them since day one.
Dude.
They're doing this. They're like, no, get out of here.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
You don't watch.
You don't even know where
TNA
Michigan
back then.
You don't even know where Michigan is.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But overall, like we mentioned, this is huge. This is a dream come true for these two guys, just two workhorses who've put TNA at certain times on their back. Chris Sabin very early on, Alex Shelley and on both of them in the mid 2010s when they were this big uptick in TNA's popularity.
Yeah,
So
I'm just proud of them to even be here.
Yeah.
And then also getting the close to the tag title.
yeah,
Maybe?
yeah. I think
Maybe?
I think so. And that would be pretty good for them.
And hey,
again.
look, I feel bad because I do love DIY, but it's like,
Nah, it's the scene from Toy Story when he drops Woody and he picks up Buzz. That's this
that's
right
what
now.
we're doing.
We want the new
I'm
toy.
sorry. Like, I love DIY. I wanted to have the tag titles right now, but it's like, sorry, man.
Yeah, and again, this could be nice. This sets up a lot of the big open door for the tag team division in WWE. So keep it coming, keep it going. That'd be fantastic. No need for those makeshift tag teams that they're just kind of slapping together. Like, as fun as it was, Randy and Matt Riddle. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
RK, just for a fun name, RK Bro. It's just to sell T-shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just to sell T-shirts.
Exactly.
Come on.
I didn't like that about WWE. It's like you put one megastar with another kind of megastar.
With a mid-card.
Mid-carder.
Yeah, that are trying to sort of maybe build.
It's like you already knew he's either going to be betrayed, they're going to split up, or they're probably just going to fight each other.
Or cocaine.
That's crazy.
Matt Riddle. Allegedly. Allegedly, maybe. I don't know. I think that was confirmed, but I just might as well say allegedly just to save my arse. But here we go. IC title back to Bron. Back to Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker winning the title against Jey Uso, who held it for a whopping 28 days. The dogs were out and that is pretty fun. But overall, more of an interesting move for Braun, more of an interesting move for Jay. What was your takeaways from this?
At first, I was sad because I'm like, bro, like you just gave dude waited like what 15 years, over 15 years, just to have this title. Couldn't even give him like a whole month. You had to cut it short like that.
Yeah,
and not even on pay-per-view.
Oh, that's I wouldn't say insult to injury, but yeah, just
not even on pay-per-view. Literally like on free. For the free. He finessed it for the free. I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? Kudos to Bron Breakker. Kudos to Jay. I think it's too soon for Jay to be in bloodline business. I think I overheard someone told me, like, the reason why he feels like it's too soon is because it's too much history between Roman and Jay to just now put them together like, hey, we're buddies now. Hey, what's up? It's too much history.
No.
100%. I feel like that should be built up a little bit slower. I feel like Roman Reigns should be like the whole, oh, I'm proud of you. And then he goes, no eat. That's cool. I mean, I get it. But you taking away the IC title away from my boy?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Didn't sit well with a lot of people.
I feel like if you wanted to build a bloodline story a little bit more, you could have had Sammy take it away. Maybe. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people were thinking about that. Yeah, Sammy.
You could have get Sammy the IC title. Bron Breakker was like a second choice. I don't know who would be the third choice. Maybe Xavier Woods, because we already see my boy already like trying to go back and back with Kofi.
Yeah.
But even though he doesn't really that much deserves it. So, I mean, I guess.
I was more just confused overall because we were sitting here beforehand. We're like, okay, Braun loses the title. Braun onto the world heavyweight title picture, maybe. Okay,
But
then he kind of sat there.
Both of them.
He kind of sat there. He lingered. He didn't really do much. We're like, okay, we'll see what that project works on. And then, sure enough, he just wins the title back. And then we're like, okay, He's back in the IC title picture.
Yeah.
Good for him, I suppose. And then, yeah, exactly that. When you rip it off of Jay and just throw him back in this Bloodline storyline, which...
Too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's just this Bloodline is just it's up in the air. If you're really still involved with it, it's just like holy cannoli. Hats off to you, but it's been restarted and reincarnated so many times now. It's really hard to just sit there and be like, okay, this is still as exciting as it once was. I'm not quite sure what would be the spark. They tried with the whole Jay going to his own locker room and he sees Jimmy and like, okay, we got a talk type deal. Like, okay, cool. That's interesting. But if it's really just ultimately going to result in a War Games match, yeah, that's might be what it's setting up for.
Because the thing is like this feels like a trilogy, right? You had the
Sure.
beginning part of like building up the Roman Empire, whatever, Bloodline. Then the second movie was about, you know, Zammy and all them, the whole breakup and all that. You're heading into this third story, which is like when you hit the third one, the trilogy, it's not gonna hit like the first one or the second one. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I mean, really, who saw Hangover 2 or 3? I mean, you
exactly,
only saw the first
exactly.
one.
Who saw Final Destination 3?
I did. I know, but it's just that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, you know,
yeah, exactly. It's gonna get repetitive. Who really enjoyed Toy Story 3?
Yeah, no. Toy Story 3 was actually the best. Toy Story 4 is one that I didn't see that one. That's I decided to.
Greatest.
I know you're raising your hand because you saw these because you were a child. This is Scotty over there.
I mean, come on. Who watched Lion King 3? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're ready for that one. No,
Yeah.
no, there you go. Okay, didn't raise no hand on that
Didn't
one.
raise a hand on that.
Okay, that's
so.
okay.
I mean, it's like my also problem with this is like it's like I don't know. Like, how do you do that? How do you go from Jey Uso winning the champion IC title? You got all this momentum now. Like Jay-Z, Jay was like,
coming for the IC title. I can't do a good Jay-Z.
Yeah, no,
I can't do a good Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
Everyone I know, everyone can do a good Jay-Z.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm with you, but like, but it's like everyone's all excited for Jay getting this IC title. It was like pushed to the freaking moon. 28 days later, it's gone, and now you have Brett, and then you have Bron, which I mean, what are you gonna do now with Bron? What's the storyline here now? Because then now you have two potential storylines. You're gonna have this rivalry with Jay, or Jay gonna opt out the rivalry and go to the Bloodline.
Yeah.
It's like it kind of confuses me too, because it's like, I mean, I wouldn't mind a rivalry with these two. I think they'll be great. I think it'll be cool. But do we really want that? Not really. I feel like we could potentially see Sami Zayn in the picture, maybe.
That could be cool.
That'd be cool. You know what I mean?
Well, the fans will not go away from the yeet. That's for sure. The fans will always still be around Jay, which is good right there.
I don't think it did nothing much for both, really. Yeah. I think it didn't even bring them down even. Kind of went to like, nah, they're at the level. Now, who's going to go up, who's going to go down?
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out, though, if you guys ever played 2011 Raw vs. SmackDown, Solo did the whole Rey Mysterio, the whole about the tickets. I don't know if you ever saw that on Instagram. You ever seen that? So when he got the tickets, right?
Yeah.
People were saying that was a cameo to the game because Rey Mysterio bought tickets, I think, for Jack Swagger to the
okay. Like gotcha.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Jericho did that too very often in the AEW. He's like, I bought my ticket. I got mine. So yeah, same deal. What'd you have, Scotty, really quick?
Everyone on social media is going crazy because of the stare down between Jacob Fatu and Is that a future WrestleMania main event right there?
Bron
Main
Breakker
event
and
is
Jacob. Nah.
I don't want to say main event.
Yeah.
I would definitely say a show stealer.
Yeah.
Everyone is buying stock in that being a main event in
Maybe like the match before the main event. Or the opener, because we see a lot of times the opener is better than the main event.
Yeah, and I don't want to say 5 to 10 years because Jacob Fatu is
old,
38 right now. So I don't want to be the ageist because we see Derrick
Damian
Henry
Priest
going crazy in the NFL.
Too. But Damian Priest is pretty old.
Damian Priest is a little older too. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still rocking it. I mean, age doesn't really matter in WWE.
And that was also the big thing with Motor City Machine Guns coming back too. They're like, oh, these two 40-year-olds, finally you're gonna get him in. Again, they're doing some of their best work still.
Exactly.
They may have missed a step.
People
sure.
forget Ric Flair.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, you can still be like,
You can still put on a show. Like,
Exactly.
it's possible.
exactly.
Still carrying on. We got a couple more things to get to here. Samantha Irvin, the announcer for WWE, is gonna go. She's leaving. She's taking a leave. I think just as of now, people are thinking it's most likely going to AEW to be with her husband Ricochet. But either way, I mean, I was never a huge Samantha Irvin fan on the mic as an announcer or as a PA. I feel like she's got the strong voice, but she's doing too much. I thought she was just kind of yelling to a certain extent. I mean, like I said, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here saying I could do any better, but just not my cup of tea. I can leave it at that. I feel, but because she looks the way that she looks, I feel like others disregard her own talent and be like, oh no, she needs to be out there regardless. And I think take a picture, take an image of what she looks like down here, and again, you probably see why. So I think Simps are going crazy, thinking they have a shot, and two that they're leaving their golden child that is the WWE. But like I said, with that returned Lillian Garcia for a night, so I thought that was pretty cool.
My heart will always go to Lillian Garcia, always.
Yeah,
Samantha was great. I'm not gonna say she was. I mean, she was kind of.
Wasn't bad.
She wasn't bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, bro. She gave us some iconic moments. Roman Reigns all the time. Chelsea Green, all that was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Gave us the whole crying about Cody Rhodes. That was all kind of
her best part for sure. And it was told in her ear, obviously, but would we please have some respect for Stephanie McMahon? So that little add-on when Stephanie McMahon is carrying her arm after Ronda Rousey broke it.
But if you're not getting chased like Lillian Garcia when Triple H when she was like former world heavyweight champion, and you're not getting chased, or you're not in Kane is up in front of you about to do something like. If you're not in those type of moments, I feel like my heart always would go to Lillian Garcia.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like new fans are not gonna get used to it, but if you're a diehard wrestling fan, you're gonna love it.
You know what? And honestly, we're talking about ring announcers. Doesn't get enough. Doesn't give it the credit. Tony Chimmel from mid 2000s.
Oh yeah,
like SmackDown. Yeah.
Wasn't he the one that started the Rated R Superstar?
That was him. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get the voice crack in there.
If he comes back, I would love to see him.
Shout out to him. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Lillian Garcia fully taken over. Okay, good
Cool.
for her. Good for her.
I mean, I want to see her vocals right now.
That would be cool. I mean, like I said, it would just be the nostalgia for me. Like I said,
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Carrying on, we got two more things here. Right here. Wrestling. Are we wrestling with politics?
I actually watched the Donald Trump Undertaker podcast. I always tune in to Undertaker's what is it called? The freaking I don't know what it's called.
I'll pull it up.
6 Feet Under. There you go. Thank you, Scott. I watched it. I watched like half of it actually. It wasn't that bad. It was funny to hear Trump be like COVID, but it's actually the China virus. Like he said that, and I started laughing my tits off because it's so funny. It's so funny. But they were talking a little bit about wrestling. They were talking about how does it feel? They talk about their iconic spot where Donald Trump clothesline Vince McMahon. I don't know if they talked about Vince McMahon at all. I wasn't there half the. No, okay. Exactly no.
My favorite part was Donald Trump asked him, "Does wrestling hurt you?"
Yeah, I remember that. He asked that. He's like, how is it with people backstage? Are you guys cool? Are you guys friends? And then the Undertaker's like, there's people I would love to work with, and there's people I can't stand. All of a sudden, I thought about Big Daddy V.
Oh. And I was about to actually bring him up in the last segment because him and Lillian Garcia had a little.
Oh, exactly, bro. Yeah. I love those. I love those, dude. If she does that again, ooh.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I get what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and obviously it's more these retired wrestlers like Mick Foley, who had his viral video pop up just a couple days ago. Undertaker doing his podcast after with Donald Trump. I mean, I'm sure Stone Cold Steve Austin has bellowed out a couple of his takes and whatnot and whatever. The only one that's kind of keeping it safe is The Rock, just because he has, billion-dollar corporations.
Rock is gonna be like,
Yeah, no, he's very fair weather, and that's fine. But I'm always, of course, post whatever you may be doing. You're entitled to whatever your opinion is. You have an open platform. If you wish to seek out whoever's opinion on whatever, go do that. Yeah. I just feel as though it's kind of wasted effort on these guys' part, because these are former wrestlers. Yep. These aren't political people. These aren't guys that are running for office. Obviously, you do see the crossover with JBL and Chris Nowinski, who used to be involved in stuff like that. But I'm not taking away. I'm not going to take anything from a guy that's essentially missing half of his brain in both of these guys from either concussions or, I mean, for crying out loud, Mick Foley doesn't have an ear. So
according to Vince McMahon, shock. It's not concussions. It's shock.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
shock.
It's just shock.
It's just shock.
And CTE doesn't exist according to Stone Cold.
It doesn't.
Again. It's just me. I'm not really into the big politics world. I don't want to sit here and say shut up and dribble, kind of like what Donald Trump would have said for his take. But this is kind of, for me, it's a little bit of that. It's like I personally am not going to go out for my political takes from former wrestlers. Yeah. If you do, go for it. Go crazy. You listen to him. Yeah. Jim Cornette always pops off about Donald Trump too as well. But it's a little much sometimes. As long as they are basically retired. Yeah, it doesn't. You get the political guys, but
this is the only year I've ever been in politics. Like, I got invested, and I would say this: it is like a checkmate for Donald Trump, because he's like a community of wrestlers that could possibly be his voters, and I get that if you're just trying to create more revenue. But it's like, me as a wrestling fan, not a WWE fan, not an AEW fan, no, as a wrestling fan, I don't give two jocks about politics, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to hear about, like, all the stories that The Undertaker might have, you know? Yeah. I mean, like, if this is for the platform for the presidential debate, fine. To the American people, don't let wrestlers, influencers, any of that influence your vote. Yeah. Go actually look up what you want to vote for. Look at both parties. If they resonate with you, go ahead and vote. Yeah. Right? Don't let Mick Foley or Undertaker really convince you for it. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're being blindsided. You don't even know what they're really fighting for, what they're really doing for you, of course, your family, whatever, you know. But as a wrestling fan, I don't give two jocks about it. You know what I mean? It was cool to hear it. It was cool to Donald Trump talk about the WrestleMania. And that's the only thing I actually was invested in. Like, is Donald Trump going to talk about, like, what really happened at WrestleMania with Umaga and everything? And I love that they brought back Umaga in the show. They mentioned him. I love that. See, those things, as a wrestling fan, I can appreciate. Other than that, I'm not going to sit here and talk politics.
Yeah, no, do your research for sure, like you said. And then, my final takeaway is just, if my goal is to go into these podcasts, go into these guys, listen to these guys, I want to de-stress. I want to almost unplug, but by plugging into this episode, I want to be entertained. Exactly. And maybe politics isn't entertaining for you, sure. So maybe go out and seek this episode. For me, I'm gonna skip it. I'm not gonna.
I mean, politics is just wrestling.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
It's kind of like wrestling.
Yeah, but to end on a lighter side in the WWE segment, I just wanted to get to this last one. Similar to how we started AEW with smaller venues, smaller shows. Yeah. NXT announced for a show to be held at the old ECW arena over in Philadelphia, over in PA. That's actually Double D's stomping grounds.
Oh, like ECW originals?
Yeah, the old ECW arena where they used to film and show all the ECW live shows. So that building still stands. It obviously doesn't look as old and rickety as it once did. Yeah. It's probably got more than just the old bleachers.
That Tron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be dope.
Add those old spots there.
Yeah, I would love that.
My only question was, I'm sure there could be some crossover, but what ECW originals do you think we're gonna pop off? Maybe show up there. Just because, again, I mean, whether they're there on screen or just behind the scenes, like you would think there's gonna be some sort of outing. You know, Paul Heyman. We're gonna get a Paul Heyman sighting.
CM Punk.
Maybe
I mean, he's
Punk.
not original.
Well, he's not.
Yeah,
He was there for ECW,
cool.
but
okay,
he was there for WWE ECW.
Yeah. But for originals, I would love to see Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah,
He's not gonna
unfortunately,
show
I
up,
think he's in that weird realm where he's signed by TNA, so I don't know if he can. Bully, I would think this is kind of maybe the same thing with Bully Ray and Devon.
You know what I want to see? New Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be one of those. It'll be like how it is for the pay-per-views where it's that one seat and they just rotate people that are in it.
We might see Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. That's right.
We-
Yeah. He signed a Legends
I would love
contract
to see
with them.
Sabu again.
Yes,
dude,
that'd be fun. Sabu getting in there.
Sabu. We're not gonna see Taz, but I would love.
No,
to
wouldn't see Taz. Obviously, AEW.
Who else are we talking about? Sandman. Did he die?
No. He is alive.
Maybe Sandman for the one time. Or maybe one of the NXT stars might do that. You know, coming
through the crowd with a cane.
Dude, I could see Trick Williams
have a
doing that.
hardcore match. I'm sure they'll have an Extreme Rules match.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
I feel like Trick Williams could do the Sandman. Just whoop that trick, and he's just like. It wouldn't be a beer, obviously.
No,
like
he'd probably bring
Pepsi,
bring a seltzer, some sort of new millennial drink.
Celsius.
Yeah, exactly. I just thought that was fine. Any other Raw, SmackDown results that we didn't really get into?
I forgot to mention this dude, New Jack.
Passed away. Passed away.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
RIP.
Unfortunate.
RP.
Yeah.
RP.
That would have been that, but that would have been a nice one.
A banger right there.
New Jack on a WWE programming would break the world.
The internet, bro.
So again, unfortunate that can't happen. Rest in peace
To the fans
to
that
New
listen,
Jack.
one of you guys better bring a sign that says New Jack was here.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that.
Well, if we're good on WWE on that side
John
of things,
Cena die.
yeah, we'll be shooting from the hip next in Scotty's world. Ready to rock and roll. More Bad Karma Wrestling. More Big K Dub when we return.
Hey, watch your mouth. Wine. I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
Who's all? Dude, you're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling. With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
No Gimmicks Nick Johnston. Ready to wrap this up. Zero no hero. Alex
Zero
Sal's
no
are ready to
hero.
roll.
Yeah.
Finishing this one up. Just talked AEW, just talked WWE. Now we getting into Scotty's world. Getting into our third one right here. We're shooting from the hip today. This is our chance to get anything off of our chest, anything in the wrestling world that's bothering us. We can sit here, we can cut a promo, whatever it may be.
I think this absolutely sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're already getting into the swing of things.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll let you go first if you're ready, if you got one. But yeah, ultimately, like I said, anything that's bothering you, anything that's just really getting your goat here in the wrestling world.
I wish Scotty could zoom on me, but it's fine. I love Triple H. I really do. But this bloodline's dying down, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Like, every fan doesn't want to say it. We saw The Rock. He did the whole... cool. But it's like, God, man, like, Tomaloga, whatever the name is, the rivalry, all that. They just suck, bro. They absolutely suck. Jacob Fatu, probably better than Solo. And that is in-ring performance and mic. I think Solo... My tribal chief. Hold on, you gotta get the shoulders in. My tribal chief, I love you. My tribal chief. He's better in ring. He's better on promo. Why don't you just get Jacob to turn on Solo, right? Solo either joins the original bloodline, whatever. Get Jey Uso on Jacob's side. Maybe that could be the Civil War. But look, Triple H, I hate you for taking away Jey Uso's IC title, bro. I hate you. Do better. Do better with the bloodline, man. Do better. Come on now. This trilogy gotta end. And it gotta end on a bang. Bring in The Rock already. Stop teasing us. I already forgot about the little segment they had with Cody Rhodes. Come on, bro. You're doing it too slow.
The classic pooper get off the pot type
Exactly.
deal.
Like CM Punk said. With the whole Stephanie thing with Triple H. It's like, come on now. Come on. Going too slow. Nah. I've honestly...
Slamming the fists in anger.
Yeah. Honestly, I love the Bloodline story. I'm getting used to it. But it's like, this time around, it's like, I'm not really enjoying Solo being a tribal chief. He's like the little brother. And he's like, I'm the tribal chief. You're not the tribal chief, right? Like Jey Uso said, it wasn't earned. It was just taken, right? He didn't earn it. You know what I mean? He had some cool segments here and there, but he didn't talk. I loved Solo when he didn't talk, because when he talked, he's like, I'm the tribal chief, and you're going to acknowledge me. No one acknowledges you, bro. I don't acknowledge you. I acknowledge Roman Reigns, bro, for real. Sami Zayn could be a better tribal chief than you, bro. Like, come on now, bro. Your enforcer is better than you. How you going to be a tribal chief? I would rather watch Jacob Fatu jump ropes and everything, and hitting his ankle more times than I'll see you wrestle, bro. And seeing that big old stomach. You Umaga son. Cool. I ain't going to lie. That's pretty... Oh, no, Umaga son. Who was he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, it was?
Yeah.
I'd rather see Zilla than you, bro.
Possibly on the way in.
For real. All right. Get Roman Reigns back his red necklace that you guys keep fighting for. Grown men fighting over
Red
necklaces.
Hot Chili Pepper necklace.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
Yep. Stop fighting over that. Get into some business. Stop throwing hands.
Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all jumping my boys. Tired of y'all jumping everybody every week. And then Cody Rhodes going to come out here. I'm going to finish this. You finish your story, bro. Don't stop trying to finish the bloodline. You ain't never going to finish the bloodline either, Cody.
Yeah, it's a shame how Cody's kind of become secondary.
You coming secondary to this, bro. And that's a shame.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's all for me.
Absolutely crazy.
Go ahead, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, that's nice. That's nice. That's how you do it. That's how you shoot from the hip here. I got one that's not on the storyline side of things, but just on the well, I guess on the money side of things, on the financial side of things for fans, for a guy like myself who, I love going to these shows, love going to these tickets and everything like that. But it's getting pricey, getting a little too pricey, especially if you want to enjoy WrestleMania this year. And thanks to our boy Scotty showing me all the prices that were going on. People are taking screenshots of the Ticketmaster being resold. It just popped off, the WrestleMania tickets that were able to drop. If you want to sit in nosebleeds, if you want to sit you're in an arena, you're in a stadium actually, you're going to be about, I don't know, a couple thousand feet away from the action at this point. It's going to be upwards of $1,500 to just sit all the way up in the top. And I'm not even sure if that's confirmed for one day or both days. Regardless, that's insane.
Well, that's in Las Vegas. You can't really expect that.
It shouldn't be that much. $4,000 to sit on the floor. Damn. I saw way more. I saw $50K to sit. So I'm buying 2 cars to watch WrestleMania. No, that is absolutely ridiculous. And whether that's WWE or whether that's the secondary market through Ticketmaster when people resell the tickets, it's insane.
Ridiculous.
It's absolutely insane. And in the business, when you're sitting there saying like, oh yeah, our demographic is children. Our demographic is for this. We want everything to build. These kids aren't going to be able to afford. These kids are, the parents of the children aren't going to be like, oh yeah, let's just drop $10,000 for you to go see Roman Reigns or go see Cody retain. That's not happening. Simply not happening. So these price gougers, everything right now, I just thought it was absolutely disgusting to see the ticket that was going on. Because, there's those old WWE home videos, the WWE 24/7 videos when they're like going up for WrestleMania pre-shows, and when they're actually like, oh, I'm the first in line, when you're actually buying physical tickets at the box office. They're probably only going for a couple hundred, if not even that at that time. So to see the, again, I don't want to get political, but inflation involved in this for sure. But it's way too much.
Way too much.
WrestleMania ticket price is too damn high. I'm back to slapping the table too.
Sorry, Scotty.
Yeah,
sorry, Scotty.
It's too damn high.
It is,
it's absolutely ridiculous. Just to enjoy a show, and again, if it's supposed to be the Disneyland of wrestling shows, I get it, but not for $5,000 to go sit in. Again, to sit in the 300 section.
And like the child in me, bro, it's like, I want to go to WrestleMania, and then you look at the tickets, and then your adult comes out.
It's at this rate, it might not happen for a couple people. I've always wanted to for sure have the whole WrestleMania experience. Now that they've expanded to do 2 days, I'm like, I don't know. I could do one. Honestly, the only 2-day expenditure that I would do, it's just because it's on my bucket list of places and venues I would love to go. I would only do that for maybe the G1 Classic in New Japan.
Man,
to go to the Tokyo Dome, to go to Japan first, to maybe just experience that at all would be crazy. Then to go to a wrestling show there.
For like $40K for that, I would definitely go.
I would be willing to drop.
You're going to Las
drop
Vegas,
a little bit there.
Which is like probably like 90% of all cities around across America.
Yeah, gambling's just about legal anywhere. So
exactly.
so it's getting there. But yeah, that has been my just past few days. Has been really getting to me of like, what's the problem? These tickets are insane. Ticket prices overall are pretty reasonable to go to just any other show, really. But it just overall, let's pull it back.
It confuses me because it's like, all right, WWE is supposed to be like this whole like building up fights, because that's what they're doing now, is building up fights. Just like the UFC, just like boxing. Not even boxing, not even UFC tickets are that high.
No,
$40K.
The closest thing I saw with UFC was maybe in the Sphere, and that's exactly that, because the tickets
were in the Sphere.
Because it was in the Sphere. Yeah, and that right now is like the hottest ticket to get for anything. I don't know. They're oh yeah, if WWE had a show in the Sphere.
I had to sell a liver. Speaking of.
I saw someone else say that they spent more money on WrestleMania 41 tickets than they did to go to 34, 35, 37.
Combined.
Dude,
wow.
What?
See, and that's also the thing where they're chasing records. WWE, both AEW and WWE, in terms of attendance and like just revenue ticket sales.
You're not gonna do it like.
Yeah, biggest gate, and that comes at the cost of the person, the fan. And you already hear about AEW fans, like they spend the most as fans to get the exclusive, to get this and to get that. It's getting a little much. It's getting a little much, and you're already doing the shows. I'm gonna, for anybody that already doesn't, you're gonna have to get HBO Max to go watch AEW. You already have Peacock to go watch WWE and the pay-per-views. It's getting pricey. There's no reason for these to keep going up and up and up if the wrestling, in my mind, is staying the same to a certain extent. So that's just me right now. Again, it's sure enough, like I said, for every one of me, there's going to be somebody else that doesn't care what the ticket price is and go buy it anyways. Yeah. So it'll water will find its own
And then
balance.
my concern is like already $40K when you can't even predict how the wrestler's health might be.
That too.
We saw last year, right?
Card always up, subject to change.
People probably paid a lot to just go see CM Punk, and CM Punk couldn't show up. Yeah. I mean, he did show up, but not in the way you wanted him to. Yeah. So it's like that too is what I'm concerned about too. It's like are the wrestlers going to stay healthy enough for you to pay to watch them?
Yeah,
because you never know.
It's always up there. Again,
it's always up there.
It's a crazy.
And then the show's mid.
That too, yeah.
At least I'll buy a car and it's not that mid. It'll take me to places. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
And then to slowly just get back, like I said, to clump, just to
and then let's be honest,
get himself together and fall apart.
And let's just be totally honest. All those front row seats, that price is probably going to go into influencers. Yeah. Big time wrestling.
It goes
fans.
to green shirt guy. It goes
green
to Brock
shirt guy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, whoever Logan Paul's friends are that day, they'll get the
exactly.
They get the seat by the announcers. It's all for show. It's all ridiculous.
How do you feel about that Prime logo being there? By the way,
disgusting.
Exactly. Disgusting.
It's an eyesore in the sense that there should be no ad there, and on top of it is already just a horrible, disgusting person, Logan Paul, having any sort of, advertising, any sort of showing.
I mean, dude.
He is a fraudulent. He is a con artist. He should not be involved. But people still applaud for him, which is crazy. So.
I mean, he's a great performer. I'm not gonna say here he's alright. Hey, look. You get my kudos. If you're
I'm not going to separate the art from the artist on this.
No.
He's a douchebag, and I hate him.
He is. But here's my thing. If you I always give props, and wrestlers even said this too. Wrestlers have said this. If you can get out of another world and come to this world and perform, not like dumb, but like kind of like you train, because they have to train. Obviously, they have to hit their cues. They have to hit the promos. Logan Paul's promos are ass. I'm sorry. But it's like, I give him credit just for that. Other than that, everything else, disgusting. Yeah. I'm not a big fan. Screw Logan Paul.
See?
He never deserved that United States Championship.
See what happens? We're opening up, shooting from the hip. We start off with nothing. Now we got
and back to the other segment where we with MJF with the whole body part. I would love to have Ric Flair's liver.
That is actually a great one to have. Yes, that is a great.
I
way
would
to do
love
it.
to have a Ric Flair's
and that's a good callback. That's a good way to probably wrap this bad boy up.
Yep.
We're good to go.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Cool.
We're good to go.
All right, thank you, Alex. Obviously for stepping in. You'll be here. Again, whenever we need someone to pop in.
Whenever they need me.
Yeah, we'll keep you up on the update. This has been fun, like we always mentioned. So, again, BK Dub in the books for today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back, full crew, next week. Thank you very much. So, let's see. Well, previewing anything? I can't think of anything. Crown Jewel?
Ooh, we didn't talk about Crown Jewel.
It's not anytime soon.
It's not anytime soon, but what do you think about having the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship?
They might not do it. They still so November 2nd. So we got another week.
Another week. But what do you think about that? Having them. The thing about Crown Jewel is they haven't been great. They've been alright. Terrible in the beginning, And then for them to like give him a title, whoever wins the main event.
Yeah, it'll be. Remember when Braun Strowman won the Crown Jewel Royal Rumble and had that championship title, and you saw it that one time and that one time only. It'll be exactly that. This is for the Saudi blood money. This is just to make them happy. They probably still think that Andre.
Hate you, Vince.
I think they think that Andre the Giant is booked for this, which he isn't.
Oh yeah.
So. Yeah, you remember that prince, that king was like demanding all these guys like, I want King Kong Bundy, and I want Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and I want he's still alive. I want the Ultimate Warrior. You're like, dead. Oh yeah, sure. You get these guys. Actually, you go with the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels? Yeah, we're good.
That was such a heartbreak, bro. Like seeing Shawn Michaels bald head on TV, and then Undertaker semi-bald head on TV, seeing Kane's bald head on TV. It was just four bald dudes fighting each other, bro. It was disgusting.
Well, we got two guys with hair on their heads.
Look,
at least we'll leave for now.
I'm calling it right now. We're going to see a bald John Cena and a bald Randy Orton going one-on-one. And then if you want to bring back Batista, let's bring him back for the Saudi money. And then if Brock Lesnar ever gets out of these allegations, bring his ass too. We're gonna have four former bodybuilders, four world ex-WWE champions in the ring in Saudi Arabia.
Meat. That's all you want. That's all you're going to get.
You're going to get meat.
Oh, my goodness. Well, like I said, we'll preview Crown Jewel next week and everything that comes with that.
At that point, we're going to see John Cena right there.
Yes. Baldest MFer. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
They should call it the Brown of Jewel. Like that's just how the Ball of Jewel. That's what they should call it now.
Ball Jewel.
Ball Jewel.
Yeah. Awesome. Well,
love you, Saudi. Love you, Saudi.
This has been one of the toughest wrap-ups we've had to do here. Bad Karma Wrestling. We'll be back next week. Exactly that. Cock and Crown Jewel and everything else in between. We'll see you. We love you. Bye-bye.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling. With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.